Hi, it's Christina with the Sisyphean Journal, and you know I've spoken a lot of times before about the utter failure to vet facilities before referring women there. And here we have a case where a Planned Parenthood screw up gave a woman a second chance, but instead of grabbing at it, she took a Planned Parenthood referral to what turned out to be a very quacky place, and she paid for that trust with her life. So Elizabeth Suji was a 21-year-old Cal State student. She underwent a safe and legal 8-week abortion at a local Planned Parenthood on November 11, 1977. But she called the clinic in December to report that she was still not menstruating, but staff reassured her that the abortion had been successful. On February 1st of 1978, Elizabeth confirmed that she was indeed still pregnant and was 5 months along. Now, instead of viewing this as a respite, she can have her baby, whether it's there was nobody there to help her, whether, she was just stubborn, I don't know. But Elizabeth decided to trust Planned Parenthood again, and they referred her to Inglewood General Hospital for a saline abortion. And I've talked before about saline abortions. They had been abandoned in Sweden, Japan, and the Soviet Union because they were too dangerous to women. But it was easy for doctors to just pull out some amniotic fluid, put some salt in, wash your hands of the whole thing, right? So you have to go with what's easy for the abortionist, not what's good for the woman. So in spite of its name and its licensing status, Inglewood was actually not a general hospital, it was an abortion hospital. And it already had problems. Kathy Murphy had died in 1973 from sepsis after an abortion at Inglewood. And Lynette Wallace had died in 75 after a doctor at Inglewood failed to diagnose her ectopic pregnancy, just vacuumed out her uterus and discharged her. Now, still at this point, it is only 2 dead women. So I suppose, we can just kind of, it was a high volume mill, 2 dead women. We can overlook it, I guess. I don't know if Planned Parenthood even knew about those deaths. I don't even know if they bothered to find out. So trusting this referral, Elizabeth packed a nightgown and told her family she was going to spend the night at a friend's house. That was the last time they saw her alive. Elizabeth underwent the abortion on February 2nd and died that day. 2 autopsies were performed, neither of which found a definitive cause for her death. But again, saline abortions, even if there were no overt signs of trouble, enough of the saline could get into the woman's bloodstream to put the electrolytes in her body all out of balance, and that could cause a fatal heart attack. So, an abortionist named Morton Barkey was somehow involved, but the documents aren't really clear on what his role was. And Barkey also worked at the notorious San Vicente Hospital and was known to have been a partner at Inglewood and had been connected somehow with Yvonne and Lynette's death. But his involvement might have merely been in a supervisory role. Now, Elizabeth was only the 3rd woman I know who died at Inglewood. 2 more women, Cora Mae Lewis and Belinda Bird, had to die before the state finally took action and closed the place down.